3, 2, 1, and here we go! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney! I'm glad that if you were here last week for the last Phoenix Wright stream that you enjoyed it. Now we're back here. Let's continue on with episode 3, Turnabout Samurai, shall we? We did 2 episodes at once, but let's do it. You have disgraced me for the last time, still, Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Alright, already starting off with my favorite anime. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Guys, it's anime! See one how, evil magistrate! Wow, my Joy-Cons were vibrating like crazy! When they were clashing together, they were going brrrr. That scared me for a second. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Pixel the Messenger. Alright, here we are, October 14th, back at the law offices. Direct! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop whipping that broom around! Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. HD Rumble implementation, I know. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What?
Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai?
The best anime in Tokyo, or America.
He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young, like, how young?
10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. 24? I'm freaking 26. I'm old. I'm crazy old.
Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1.
I really worry about kids these days.
Gramps? Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
Why aren't I a lawyer then? I don't know, CB. Ask me again in 5 years. Grandpa Pixel, no. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month? Wacky adventures!
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Oh yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen. Is the anime gonna be evil? Wait, my bedroom? Hey! Ah, God, that's a loud cell phone right there. Who keeps their cell phone on when they're sleeping? Hello? This is Phoenix?
Nick!
Maya, what? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested!
Huh? You mean the guy in that show?
Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed the villain!
Yeah. Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV!
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear!
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office quick, please, Nick.
Wow. Anime came to real life and somebody died. Is that early, though? Maya's here, watching TV. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. By the way, everybody, how's the audio? Is it okay? I hope so. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. How extraordinarily convenient. So basically this happened because we wished for clients. Every time we wish for clients, a murder happens. Oh goodness, is that how Phoenix Wright works? We need money. Somebody died. Great, let's work. Okay. Thank you everybody for checking on audio. The samurai spear was also found struck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. CB secretly runs this game. CB's the DM of this game. She's like, roll the D20, somebody dies. This has to be a joke.
No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over.
Well, this world is over in many other ways, but in anime being over, that's the worst way the world can end.
Yes, radical law offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai.
What?
Yes, of course.
We want clients, someone dies. Yeah, sure, I guess that works. Oh my goodness, Evie.
Yes, of course, we'll be right there. Let's go, Nick.
Go? Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So I've decided this will be our first case.
She's still like, we're doing this now. Well, what should we do?
What should we do? How can you just sit there like that?
I'm just still sitting there.
We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai.
Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing.
We don't have enough info to make a case yet.
Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened.
No, we just don't have enough information.
We just don't know what's going on. I just wonder, since we're on a new episode, does the dialogue change here? It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room with the curtains wide open and everything. Phoenix must roll a 20 with his witch powers. He must be secretly Jirachi or something. So Phoenix is a Pokemon? Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Oh my goodness. That poor plant though. Pixel Dog, thanks again for the bit of ruse, you crazy mad dog, you. But yeah, that swole plant there. Gotta go for that swollenness. Swole plant. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. So we'll never know. Stevie, the plant is not the murderer. We talked about that last time. We talked about a murderous plant last time. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Oh, reading? Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Even though we don't have money. I only have this, my badge. There you go. What about this?
You like showing that off, don't you, Nick?
Oh my goodness, they're talking about my badge. My poor ego. My poor ego. October 16th detention center. Let's go see this Will Powers fellow. Whoa. He looks like a lion. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder at least once, maybe twice.
Holy heck. Maya. Whoa. What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh, no.
He reminds you of Arthur's character? Oh yeah, your character, the big guy. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. He didn't want to wreck it. Why does he remind me of Wreck-It Ralph now? Oh, I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick.
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Yeah. But man, look at that chest hair though. He's presenting it. My badge. Here. I see. Let me guess, this guy wasn't the top student in improv class? I can present my badge to everybody now. Oh my goodness, this is great. Is that officer still, he still has he has no pupils. That's the weirdest thing. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. Are you sure? I don't see anything going on. Smile for the camera. Always gotta smile for the camera. Maybe you can start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh. Holy heck, he got a hole in his chest. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is?
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner.
Swole everything. Everybody's swole.
He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the street of near old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see.
Near old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names?
The localizers, that's who.
Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon.
Who's that lady in the back? You see her? She has really weird eyes.
But man, he fell down and broke the spear. Rehearsals was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs.
Wait, he's gonna draw me a map?
Do we need maps in these days?
It's weird that we need maps. Alright, here we are, Global Studios. Oh, look at that van.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me.
Holy heck, she talks really fast.
Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you say out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around.
Look at that smirk on her face. She's like,
Use today. Something horrible happens when you think about sightseeing. We should tell me a place like this. Don't you have jobs to be doing? Or two lawyers that report to trust somebody. But a lawyer too. Sounds like they eat life easy.
Oh my goodness, she's talking really fast. I can't keep up with her.
And hippie clothes. What are the news coming into these days? My own son hasn't called in.
Something tells me this is gonna happen more than once if she's talking that fast. I was about to run out of breath. I was not ready for that.
Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey, listen to when you're being spoken to, youths today.
Look at how smart she's got. You don't like Old Bag? Does anyone like Old Bag? Aww. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. I want to check everything. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. Wait, what map? There's no map. Did somebody erase the map? To the left are the actual film studios. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
Holy. She's scary. She doesn't want me touching her fancy equipment. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Wow, junk food much, lady? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Alright, let me present my badge.
What's that? You giving it to me?
Absolutely not. Funny. So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow, this place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now, not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching will lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain that Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
Huh, I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
She's so mean. What the heck is wrong with her? Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. This poor guy. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No! Pixel Dog, what is going on with you? Thank you for the 115 bits. You crazy dog, you. Every time Will Powers shows up, I get a donation. What? No, I never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. Aww. Pixel Dog the Bit Donator. Pixel Dog the Bit Dognator. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. I mean, does that guy look like he's lying? I doubt it. About the guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the big wigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Ah, thanks, Will. I just hope that this will get me past that lady. I present to you my request. Thank you for the letter of request. Show that to the lady and she shall let you in. Alright, let's do it, everybody. Let's show that letter. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
What is wrong with her? Given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, Power, my instructions.
Oh, Gumshoe is here.
The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
Wow, that's a very small map. It's like, welcome to the studio. We have the gate, employee area, and 2 studios. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you.
50 cents?
Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents!
It's only 50 cents, relax, lady! Pixel Dog donated enough, I can pay for those maps. I can pay for those maps now. Oh, broken monkey head. Can we get an F for the broken monkey statue right there? His head, is that a monkey? I don't even know. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Ah! It's that confused detective!
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's all your fault. That's why I'm sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So?
Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Oof. Oh, we need a big ol'. That's what we need right now, just a big ol' oofarino.
Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal, it's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I think that should have been an air horn. I don't have an air horn sound. All I got is that. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Oh, hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character Wow.
I'd say he's a character, alright.
Hey, Gumshoe, here's my badge. Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badge, and that's that. I'll admit that the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe it should be a big L for lawyer, in the shape of an L. I would love to see lawyer badges that are just big L's. I'm a lawyer, it's L for lawyer, when it should be flipped upside down, R for lawyer. Huh, I'm not so sure about that. Detective, any ideas about this? Look, I don't got time to look at every little trinket you got, okay, pal? But you talked about my badge. The crimes start coming and they don't stop oh my goodness. The monkey? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, so Studio 1 left to Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kinda busted.
You don't know why, but will remind you of a monkey sometimes? Huh. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. Oh, that poor Monko. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Poor guy. Tries to take a break and he can't. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It's exposed of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. Who went where. How fragile must that be so it can be blown off by the wind of a normal day? There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. The welcome sign.
There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for a mission.
Ah, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh, just what that's supposed to mean, pal? Yeah, Gumshoe can be the monkey, right? The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. That's crazy. So how was your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. There we go, we got the autopsy report. Time of death was October 15th at 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Out of all the ways to go, this is one of the weirdest. By a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. Stabbed through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Oh my goodness, Stevie, come on. How come you always got these quick, witty lines ready? It's crazy. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Also, no blood. The picture did not show blood. Checking, I don't think if you got stabbed through the heart, that blood, I don't know. Actually, I think it would be bloody, but there's no blood on this one. But in episode 1, when Cindy Stone got hit in the head with the thinker, she was bleeding. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. Oh, I really hope that Will Powers wasn't there. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
The evidence? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that.
We like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I haven't... I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Alright, let's move on to... back to the main gate.
Nick, look. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess old cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving me that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, you went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Oh, good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Imagine her being the killer.
Yes, I did it. I killed him.
Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell ya. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Can we check out that computer? She's not gonna let us touch it, so we can't check out those photos. Oh, she doesn't want to see the autopsy report? Okay, then. Outside oh, the employee area. There we go. Hey, I can read it. It says Will Powers.
Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Sure, let's take a look around. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Who bets that the photo time was after the murder time? CB will see when we get there. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this, held up by measly tape. The door to the dressing room is not locked.
Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir?
What do you mean find?
You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear! And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud! That's great. Let's go get the murder weapon as a souvenir. Why not? Oh, and we got some new profiles here. Will Powers is 23. He's 23 and he looks like that? What? How can someone look like 23 and look like that? He looks way different than Detective Gumshoe, the security lady with no age, and Jack Hammer at 37. How in the heck is he 23? That's insanely young. He's swole. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least.
Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this!
Ladies first. The thing is, I don't see gums or chips. It's all soda here. Where are the chips? Where's the candy? I want to see that. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Film? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? A second stomach for steaks? Okay, I understand that though. Pixel Dog, thank you for the 90 bits. Thanks for feeding the sloth though. You are single-handedly feeding that sloth right there, you crazy dog. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Alright, let's snoop around. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one. Oh. Maya's already wearing a costume herself. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Oh, it's a bed. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? Seriously?
This must be Powers' bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look, an employee card key.
An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. We stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day. We got the card key though, so we can get through fees.
I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag.
Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Gotta keep it nice and spiky. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh, This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. What? Nick, try this on.
No. Nick wearing a wig like that? And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda? She says kinda. Nick with that wig though, I would love to see that though. I'm gonna show off my card in front of her.
Oh, Dad, isn't that a studio card key? You better watch it. The city of a murder is no place for sightseeing.
Maya has a stomach for samurai movies. She has a separate stomach for steaks, sweet, steak, samurai movies. Her sister.
I'll be taking that. Hand it over.
Wait, no, that's mine.
Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammer where he died.
Well, you'll just have to wait. She can't take this card from me. Imagine she took it from me like, well, I guess I can't go through now. I'm trying to get to Studio 2. Or can I... Oh, yes, I think I have to examine the thing. Oh, congrats on winning your first Tetris 99 game. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened!
All right, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, we're on our way. See ya. Oh, I see the outline right there. Borrowed. Yes, we borrowed a card. What is it? Good job. We hacked our way in. You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Aside from what being fake? Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. It's real, everybody. This is all real.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
What? Is it a ladder or a step ladder? What is it?
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. It's there, step ladder versus ladder. Who will win? His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. There you go, whoever questioned about the blood. Yeah, checking. You see? The costume absorbed the blood. So that's why there's no blood. It was absorbed.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that.
Oh. Sorry, my partner is kinda, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Oh, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Hold on, I'm not done examining stuff yet.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Well, it's heavier than I thought.
Is this Mount Fuji? It looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show.
Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama.
Neo Fujiyama? Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Tokyo.
Oh, right. Neo Tokyo, like there's a difference. Here's my badge. Any thoughts about this?
Sorry, I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet.
It's my badge. I just want to see if she says anything different about what I have. So basically, New Old Tokyo. New Old Tokyo. Did you tell me anything about the day of the murder? 6 dog with 50 bits feeding that sloth. I can see it fall in the sloth's mouth every time. Thank you very much.
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else.
The employee area? That's where Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place.
Aw, look at everybody eating up.
After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1.
Everybody is so swole. Look at these two swole men over here, being swole, being men, being very, very swole men.
Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of a girl do you think I am?
Well, what kind? No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we have scheduled is an action scene run-through.
Hold on, let me get a sip of something. Gotta love this music, though.
The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
Well, wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry I don't have any better info than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Oh boy, let's go put her on the spot immediately. We're gonna be like, who is this other person? Here she is, everybody. Everybody's favorite character, Old Bag.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
I wonder why.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me here quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee. Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like there was no tomorrow, saying that this and that and the other. When I tell you what the youngin know, then the advice back yells, back it up, we started crying and shit. Ah!
She left. Wow. I can't even keep up with her speak. That always wastes my breath. Goodness. Why must she speak so fast?
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can do without her looking over our shoulders.
Oh yes, we can eat her donuts. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should we try the computer anyway? You can leave it alone. I better not fool around with this or that security lady will get me. Maybe next time.
What? You're not gonna look at it? Boring.
Alright, we'll look at it though. I don't know how to work computers though. How do computers work? Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on that day. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. If I remember, it was ST1703? No, 307. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Oh, that's Will Powers? Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Exactly. Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's what the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed on the back.
Ah, October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
Powers? Is that really Powers?
Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
The pants looked a little too long. You're right, like somebody's short. Somebody's shorter. I wonder who could have done it. Now that is suspicious. Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy so soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
It's also not exactly decisive. You're right, it's just someone in a costume. Anybody could wear a costume. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Also, remember when Phoenix said that he doesn't reveal his hand to the enemy so soon? Didn't he talk about blackmail to Mr. Red White and he got arrested for it? Maybe it really is that security lady? If it was her... Holy heck, either way, to be continued. Who could it be? We'll find out in court. I think it's court time now, right? Yep, trial time. October 18, 10 a.m. It's time for the courtroom. Oh, against Edgeworth, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You really like this UI? I know, it's so nice. It's clean. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Here comes Cash with the objection. Overruled. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Everybody's favorite detective! Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I will explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors didn't run through. Why is the grate open? Did a big old bug just run through or something? The actors didn't run through up their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jackhammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. Hey, PA hype. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Victim. Then after lunch, the victim, Jackhammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled.
Okay.
The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Let's listen to it again! Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. I just forgot. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. There's the spear. It looks like there's tape on it. Oh yeah, because in the flashback, it broke. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh boy. It's her. Will the witness declare her name? No. That is creepy. Can we just stare at this face for about 2 more minutes and just realize that this has gone to horror? It's become actual horror now. Like, oh my goodness, I'm actually quite afraid right now. Why did that have to pop up? Abort! 10-hour-old bag.
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Ugh! Your name, please.
Oh dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their name. Edgeworth defeated by Old Bag.
Wendy Old Bag, dearie.
No, we don't, Catch. We do not need to wait for CB to draw a photo. No.
So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name, so when I was even there, I was an old bag, but not really. But still, the other children make fun of me. And can you believe it? There was this boy, the captain of the chess club, and when he called me an old bag as well, I just cried because I had a crush on him.
Objection! I object to the witnesses talking for this. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone will have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
Even Edgeworth can't tolerate this. Edgeworth has a weakness. Being flustered. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Woo! Alright, her account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
She seems real smug on the fact that he passed through, even though this photo doesn't show him in there. We don't have x-rays. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's go prove her wrong. How is this?
Powers. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1.
So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go inside the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee key card to get in.
Right, the code key that I have. So what she's saying is no one was supposed to be there to get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning.
A run through?
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon?
Well, I had some errands to run that morning.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Have you finished those errands? Have you finished those errands?
Thanks, SpongeBob.
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run through, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Well, okay, she quits being a spirit medium. Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from then until 5.
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even a second?
Of course! I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper!
Snipper whapper?
Snipper whapper? Oh, Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right?
How did you know that?
I have my ways, that overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
I'm not a snipper whapper. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Is he gonna lose money on his like evaluation again? Because last time Andrew talked about Gumshoe's evaluation like 3 times. How much money is this guy gonna lose? Is he gonna get fired?
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
2? You're sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in the bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Are you sure? Because what part of this is Powers? So that deserves a good old objection! Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Well, you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Yep, what about it? What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mr. Witness. He's having trouble calling her all back, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Even Nedgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Nedgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Edgeworth is just done. He's done with this witness checking, I know.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props and it was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle really bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Ooh. So he has sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
Until she squeals.
Alright, let's go press on.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is straight, it's on the straight and narrow. The up and up youth today, always wondering about each other, pointing fingers this way and that is enough to make an old lady want to cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match.
That morning during the run-through of the action scene.
Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then Paul Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then?
I saw Powers trip and fall, and I laughed.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai, what a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke one of the props and it was a big mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. It's been broke, and now it's fixed.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot? Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Oh, another one.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Oh, this one's short. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Don't mind if I do. To continue the witness's account.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true?
How do you know that?
Yeah, didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything.
I see Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. No one suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. No one could jump over, I swear. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Edgy boy?
Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Like calling edgy boy. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Let's see. What do we have that we can... The key card. Dragging one leg at 2 p.m. and there's the murder weapon. Before them was Will Powers. Wait. Photo number 2. There should be another one, right? So hopefully this is it. A big ol' objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. One more time. It only makes me want to laugh. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know you had from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo I printed the words, October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Photo number 1! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence showed that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Ooh. I see. Your testimony, please. Somebody else was there. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Zolbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn up for the unexpected, but I kinda expected this.
This is getting really wacky, don't you think? The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Another job?
That's right. I check all the photos that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any old photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Zolbag.
Well, I didn't touch a suspicious looking Will Powers' photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased,
it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
what? Whoa, Phoenix freaked out. Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day.
I am not a whippersnapper, stop saying that.
Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not possible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. A snippy whapper? Oh, goodness. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new info. And no forgetting vital info this time. My goodness, this has taken a turn? It's only been an hour so far. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio, I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick? Well, what are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time. Hey Nick, it's time for you to lose.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't say it like that. Poor Will Powers. Court will now reconvene for the trial, Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed that crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claims. There is another person who could have committed the crime. Ooh, here we go. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? The assistant girl, grade school boy, or the security lady? Let's say... the grade school boy can't wear that. The assistant girl was off cleaning backdrops, so our only choice is her, I hope. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Woohoo!
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in his picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
We're just passing on the blame. Order, order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the costume, then slipped into Studio 1 to scene of the murder. But why would she go through the trouble of wearing the costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Will Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes the second, baby. Wow. Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump off when an objection is some damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Give Granny a break. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's action that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photos I erased.
He's only a grade schooler too, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my own man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it being nice to the kids and mean to your elders, they whippersnapper?
I have proof.
For proof?
Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could have not committed this murder. The photo. How can it look like a boy's in there?
Take that!
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, will the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was his name? What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. This old bag. Wow.
Wait a second! I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? But whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify.
She's gonna testify.
Her lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. How conveniently suspicious. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright, let's go find out who these people are. Unseal those lips. So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but I think we'll take a break. I think we found out there's other people. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more info about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more info about these other people we have just been told of. Alright, Saves, thanks for coming over. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Man, what a long first day. That lasted 3 hours right there. But we got through. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really, it's nothing. Or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks guys. To be continued. Wow, this trial's been an hour and a half so far. That's insane. It's quite a long case. Alright, let's move on. October 18th, back at the law offices. Ooh, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
Would you like my badge? Hey, see this?
You really like showing that off. I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be my own personal pincushion, Nick.
Me? Why me? Why am I the pincushion?
You know, what if this really was Mr. Powers?
Yeah, it's hard to say. We don't really know anyone else it could be. Don't show the badge. Don't show a badge to me. I seriously doubt it was that old windbag.
So Mr. Powers is lying?
He really doesn't seem the type, does he? Curiouser and curiouser.
Hey, you still have that. Great.
Well, we couldn't get into the scene of the murder without it. And its owner isn't missing it in his detention cell.
Poor old WP.
We stole it. We stole it. We stole the card. Ooh. His favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately, though it's still swollen. Okay, I thought there'd be new stuff to talk about. What do you think we should do?
What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get to the scoop on this director and producer.
Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here.
That's what I've been saying. Let's get to the studios pronto.
Oh, this is great.
We don't have enough info to make a case yet.
That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday.
Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough info.
Remember, everybody, if somebody's questioning what you know, just say you don't have enough info. Hey, Will, what's going on? Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. This poor guy. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person will be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard.
Regarding this photograph, yes? This really truly absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. See ya, Pixel Dog. But who else could have worn it?
Your costume was in your dressing room?
Yes, I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? Who exactly? We found this card key in your dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes.
Can people outside the studios get these cards?
I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Alright, I guess we'll just move. Let's talk to him for a bit. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around?
The kids really love to steal samurai. Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's gonna lose big.
I see. Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not. My goodness, poor guy. October 18, 2:16 p.m. at Global Studios.
No one's here.
Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look! She left her donuts! What? I wasn't gonna eat them.
Are you sure? The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Oh, looks like it's been turned off for the day. Oh, my Joy-Con disconnected for a bit, which was weird. An overhead map of the studios. Still the same thing. Alright. Let's move on to outside Studio 1. Is Gumshoe still here?
Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Alright, let's go check outside Studio 2. Oh, there's a van and food.
This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
It doesn't really look like much like a studio, does it?
Not that it does.
Hey, there's a trailer over there.
It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Are we sure this is a studio?
I can slide around. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape.
Looks like it run fine. Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
'Cause it's fun. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plate.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak.
But something does seem out of place. What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
Yeah, there's no bones. What happened to the bones? Aren't there supposed to be bones for T-bone steak? There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. But yeah, one seems bent. Why is one bent? These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
The junkyard? On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. I think we examined as much as we could, but nobody's here. Might as well just check out the other studio while we're at it.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else. Nick?
Okay. We'll head somewhere else then. Let's see. There's supposed to be the employee area. There we go. Who's here?
Look, is that assistant girl? Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial.
Wait, did she tape up that board to the wall? Does that really work? Can't they just kick in the wood and it works?
I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh, ho, ho.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Oh, it's cardboard. Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation.
Alright, let's look around. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? That is very true. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Another ladder, but we can't talk about it. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the steaks minus the steak. Steak.
So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey Nick, if that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you?
What, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick, we can?
Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Let's do it! Cause chaos! Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yeah, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes. Holy heck, he chopped it off.
There, that should make the kids happy.
The things we do to make kids happy. Let's see. Oh, it's the same thing, normal. No samurai. I want samurai cola, though.
Okay, oh, too bad it's sold out.
Oh, they talk about the soda now. It's sold out. Sold out soda. There's a sign on the dressing room door. I'm not fixing it. What are you talking about, Cash? There's no way I'm fixing something like that.
This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh. She's got a point. So I guess we'll look around again. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here like he said. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. There's a locked window because it's dusty outside. The snacks, tea, and cookies.
These snacks, they've been past the expiration date.
Oh wait, there's new talk here. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Wait, Nick.
What now?
These snacks, they passed the expiration date.
Then don't eat them.
They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten.
She'll never eat the snacks. There's an array of cosmetics here according to Maya. That wig was used in some old TV show.
Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick, get with the picture.
Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig.
I kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda.
Mr. Powers' bag, I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kinda shocked.
Pixel will give us expired snacks over as good snacks? I have no snacks at all. Maya, leave these alone. Wolfman found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. The Wolfmen found on Mars. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. I guess that's all. There's nothing else much going on, is there? I guess we'll just head back to the studio.
Oh, hello. Oh, you look like a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
My badge.
I'm not really sure what that is, sorry.
Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon.
You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around.
So you have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of?
Could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway?
Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Oh yeah, the card too, right?
Wow, they gave a lawyer one of those card keys?
Well, I'm sort of borrowing it.
I see. You better be careful not to lose that.
They're very strict about those card keys here. I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him though. I heard something at the trial today. He said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio had seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? I guess there's nothing else here. Unless maybe the kid might have shown up somewhere. Who knows? Maybe something could be happening somewhere. The producer. We can talk to the producer. This place is deserted. What?
Nick, what was that noise?
It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Oh, it's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let us. Oh boy. Back to the main gate. Let's examine. Oh, the security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the cameras.
Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew.
I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Oh, so I can't do it now? I can't get it now? Okay. I know we want that key, but I want to get that key. The computer has been turned off for the day, but it doesn't look off though. If you see, it looks like it's on. It's not off. Maybe Will Powers might know something? No, it does not. What the hey, dude? Where else would I check out? Maybe just head back, I guess? That's a screensaver, but it said it's been shut off. How can you use a screensaver if it's off? The key is probably in the security guard station. That's what I'm trying to go for, but they won't let me grab the key. How can I get her away from there? Okay, now this is a tough part. Trying to figure out how can I get the key if I can get the key. There has to be somewhere around here. Maybe I can sneak through the grate. WTF, who are you? What? What? What the heck is this? Who talks like this? WTF, who are you dudes? Lamau. Oh.
Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
What happened, lamers? People on the internet, how can you not know the great Salmonella? Salmonella? Is he named after a disease for food sickness? I make the lead shows that still on my mind. RTFC, read the film credits.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry, you look so sorry.
No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Raffle.
What is it?
You know, want a closer inspection. Oh yeah, hot, hot, hot. Ew, this is gross. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume rock soars.
Rock sores? What? Hey, you're drooling.
Lol, buffer overrun. You're triggered by creative powers. Yes, it's going to be Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle out. Oh goodness, Pink Princess?
Why is it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't I have a cool name like Near Old Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. I don't think I want to talk to him though, he's sweating. I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me, lol.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Ew, this guy is gross. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who Jew dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch, sad face. Sad face? A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does sucksores mean?
No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4. With the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius, math skills all the way. Scary though. What? She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 the whole time. Who exactly are all these big wigs people keep mentioning? Sorry about that, I just had to yawn a little bit. Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limo and got here right around noon. Major tension, Sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Scout. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I'm just wondering about the spear. He tries not to pay attention while staring at Maya way too quickly. This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right, the director would know about the injury. He was there. He tries not to pay attention. Jack? He won't pay attention to the autopsy report. Well, why not? I guess we're good to go. I don't know.
Aha! You again! Ah! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost.
You certainly got back to your post real quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on, can you imagine? How could I, sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that will rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway.
Hey, Chain Chomp.
Notice, whippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any info out of me, my lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now, 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Hey, Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious.
How about the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder? So Twitch just announced Twitch things for everyone, so you should do it. Me saying I wouldn't do it for less than $1 million.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it.
She's losing it, everybody. She's losing it. I'm gonna take those keys. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Hey, no touching.
Guess I better investigate there later. Is there nobody I can just talk to about these things? have a feeling she's not gonna respond well to anything I show her now. Okay. Let me check these studios again. Outside Studio 2. Nobody's there. I gotta find a way to get the key. You have the keys, Cash? Yeah, sure you do. And I have the snacks. Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey! Hey, wait! Oh, but he came in right through that drain. Hey, kiddio. Hey there, fellow kids.
What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
You got to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again and I'll cut you where you stand, evildoer.
I get it, Hackins, because he'll hack you down with the sword. He's blushing a lot, though. He blushes a lot. Yeah. He's 7 years old. How's a 7-year-old? Who leaves their 7-year-old unattended just to come in? He is so young. He looks really tall for a 7-year-old. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. You can't fool me.
Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Yeah, easy. Like some fries with that.
Is that how the episode ends? Like some fries with that. Roll credits.
Not bad, kiddio. Watch it.
What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always. Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. What? Wait, let me go.
He's gone.
Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out.
A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? An empty bottle. The label reads sleeping pills. Did he get drugged? I think Will Powers got drugged. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Oh, did he now? Yeah, I'm not talking to him. He creepy.
Huh? Where's that old windbag?
I'd have her to leave her post.
Hey! Nick, that was her! Stop! Whippersnapper!
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Nash!
Oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Oh, now's our chance. Let's grab what we need.
Hey, Nick! Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key.
The key to that trailer in Studio 2. There we go. Cash didn't have the keys. We got the keys. Let's borrow the keys. Oh wait, is there anything else we can check in there? The security guard station. Ms. Oldbag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I want some junk food. Can I get junk food? I'm hungry. Alright, let's get those keys working. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened.
Great, let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Ah, not that eager. Inside the trailer. The Studio 2 trailer. Oh, hello.
Someone's in here. Names. Oh, our names? We're WP's lawyers and I see. And who might you? Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Yeah, borrowed, I know. Dee Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. I want to check around this room. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set cost. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. The window, the glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Oh, yeah, there's movie posters. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurais sing about? Chopping off heads?
Oh my god, that movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know.
Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Yes. Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old.
Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? Yeah. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. And a trash can. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled document. What about this energy drink? Can I get this energy drink? Looks cool though. Here's my badge.
I'm not interested.
Alright. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Ms. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me?
Script. I'm looking for a script.
Script?
The Steel Samurai episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it.
We're getting nowhere fast.
We really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Ms. Vasquez?
It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. The nerve of her.
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes?
If you see Manella, give him this. Why do we have to do your errand? I don't think I like her.
Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Bring me the script for episode 13. Alright, I think we can do that. I think I know where he is, that weird foolish of a director. He should still be in... should be in the employee area. And there... Yep, there he is. The script. Here, I got this from the producer.
Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left this somewhere. Uh-oh, my oyster's pruned if I don't find it. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree. Because I don't think I see it over here. Just a bunch of food. Not at the gate. I'm pretty sure I saw a script inside Studio 1. Yeah, right there. The picture of the script.
We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick.
Gotcha.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions.
Oh, it's the same conversation from last time. That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that.
Huh.
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious.
Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these.
The director! Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script that the director was talking about? Didn't he say he left it somewhere?
Aha! Found it, Nick, the script.
Good work! We got the Steel Samurai script. Now we can read it, and this episode will be our own.
Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in this. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And a megaphone.
Same thing from before. Let's give D
This kid.
her scripto. Her scripto. Here's your scripto. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to D Vasquez.
Quiet. Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on, what's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers as lawyers? Right. And am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon.
Yes, with the director and the people from the network.
Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked.
The path? The path was blocked. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked?
You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct?
Mr. Monkey?
The monkey with the broken head.
Oh, right, that. What an original name. Oh no, it broke over.
Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4.
Where's the PA to fix that? You think if one person is gonna push that over and tape it all with duct tape?
Hammer died at 2:30, thus none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came out just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they corroborate with my story.
But wait! What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1.
2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking.
It is a monkey after all.
Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nigga, stopped at 2:15.
2:15?
That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent.
Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30.
See? Goodbye.
Mr. Monkey's head. Ook ook 15.
Ook ook. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. That monkey! That silly little monkey! Back at the office. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got 1 lead. Mia's back! Woo! She's back and she's better than ever! Mia, it's you! What took you so long?
Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What did you mean we have 1 lead?
The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers.
I don't know, he didn't sound like he was gonna help us at all.
I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix.
Thanks, now I'm more worried than I ever was before. I wonder, now that she's here, what about her plan?
My poor plan, it looks so sluggish.
Aw, she looks adorable this way.
Have you been watering it properly, Phoenix?
Well, Maya has actually. I think maybe she's giving it too much.
Oh, Maya. Sorry, Charlie.
The plant's name is Charlie? The plant has a name, everybody. It's Charlie the plant. Aw, that's adorable. She named her plant Charlie. It's so cute. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy. Oh yeah, the movie. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. Oh hey! Mia, what's the name of this movie? That movie? Oh, I'd sure like to see that one again. It's, what was it again? Sorry, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Let me guess. It's a suspense thriller? She doesn't even know the movie. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Swole Charlie. Scary still is the thought I have to read all these now. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Charlie the Swole Murderous Plant. Are we just gonna keep adding on titles the whole time? Where it's like, Charlie the almost dead but back alive Swole Murderous Plant. Charlie the Charliest of swole plants ever to be murdering people. I would love to see a crime committed by a plant named Charlie. Oh yeah, by the way, Mia, have you seen my badge? Showing me that isn't gonna do any good. You know what they say, dead men don't tell tales. You sure are talking enough. What about the spear? Nothing helps, I guess. So, what's the best thing to do from here? We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. So, do you have any ideas about who might have done this? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Where have I heard that phrase before? So that's where Maya got it from. There's just not enough info. Steve Vasquez, 34. Alright, let's head back to the studio. Or the detention center. I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh well, let's try again another day, Phoenix. Alright, let's do it. What's wrong?
Whippersnapper!
She's been chasing that boy this whole time.
When I catch him,
Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper.
A hostage? What happened to the boy?
If I see him again, I'll lay him flat.
My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now.
My heart, I don't feel so good.
Is she okay?
But before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor old Hammer died.
Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage?
When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back. For this one.
Kinda hard to understand her with all the huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea, Miss Olbach. Might I?
No! I'm catching that bride if it's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade, huh? I wonder. I know what you want. There you go.
Hey, that's a card. Studio 1?
Right, a card key to Studio 1.
I could visit poor Hammer. I like to visit. He died. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio 1 isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then?
If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to go to Studio 1 anymore. There you go. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. I took the card which I'm lending to her.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even, Dale.
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you, I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Trading cards! We got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading cards. These are really popular with the kids these days. What's going on, fellow kids? I got the training code.
Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. At least she gets to see him, though. That's nice. Maybe he's here again? Hey, there he is. Hey. Hey, I'm yawning because I woke up early, okay? I'm trying to get used to it. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name is Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. Why would you hide in there, you fool? Cornered. He should have been here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Faye. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's, the bomb.
Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Hey, what's that attitude?
Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? My badge?
What's that? Boring. Man, how can one person be so lame? If you were a superhero, you'd be lame-o man.
Lame-o man?
The samurai spear, that's totally cool. I wish I had one too.
This kid and mine will get along great. Mr. Monkey? Mr. Monkey is boring? Mr. Monkey's not boring.
Hey, it's the Steel Samurai. Huh? Why are you dragging his foot like that? Where'd you get this anyway?
I got it from my room. Oh, he doesn't think the autopsy report is cool. Cody, this looks familiar.
Hey, my UR!
You are?
Huh? UR, you know, ultra rare? That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this if you help me.
But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in fact eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you're sure dumb. What did he teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? This kid knew all that and he's 7. He's 7! Reminder, 7!
What in the heck are they teaching this kid? I gotta stretch for a bit. Give me 1 second while I complain about quantum physics.
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble.
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, sure dumb.
Premium rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Steak. I want a steak now. Can I get a steak? Someone get me a steak. Just order me a steak and... I just want a steak. Maybe there's somebody else here who can help me or something? Would D. Vasquez like to trade? Oh, Penny.
Oh, hi.
Hello, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Someone actually realized it. Nope, she's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay, whatever you say.
Wow. Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she collapsed. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing?
She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios.
Well, his popularity had been waning recently, right?
That's true. Then again, after what happened?
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
What happened? Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened? Tell me the gossip. Spill the tea, sister!
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Why isn't anybody telling me anything? I wanna know. Why can't I know anything? Nobody tells me anything anymore. Wait, maybe Will Powers knows. Dang it, he's not there. Yeah, help me. Cards. I'll give you cards. Wait, unless Penny might know about the cards, I'll try the cards with her. Unless there's somebody else I should know that has cards. What is this when cards? Everybody loves cards. God dang it, I don't want to go outside Studio 1. Studio 2. Trailer. No, you don't have cards. Stop saying that. Maybe you know something about the cards, or Monkey?
Sorry, I'm not really sure what that is.
Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card. Ah. Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card.
I'm a nerd. Whoa.
Please, I beg you. Please trade with me.
To trade with you? She's a nerd?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? Well, what's everybody getting so excited about? Trade, okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you.
A very valuable ultra rare premium card.
Yahoo!
And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. All about cards. This is all about cards. Cards and cards. I want cards now. Alright, let's go find the kid and give him that ultra rare premium card that costs about 3,000 bucks. PA people are strange. I wonder why would you say that? We only want a few things. I want money and I want video games. I want the money to get video games. See this card as I wave it in front of his face?
Yeah, so wait, that's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me.
Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade?
You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
Alright, here you go.
Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If you know something that can help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow.
But wait, how is he gonna be on the stand? He's too short. So, you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool.
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't ya?
Oh, me? Yeah, I have loved the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
His kind nature, his fighting skills, Will Powers, his acting. I wonder if I choose the acting, that'll be the worst answer. He'll be like,
acting? Who's acting? Nobody's acting here.
I'm gonna say acting. Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers.
Well, that's totally hardcore.
You're calling me hardcore?
So what else do you like about him?
Don't tell me I have to keep this act up.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
His acting, I keep saying that.
That's hardcore.
How about his kind nature? Right, come on, think of something. I really like his, kind nature. What a guy.
Totally! He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten.
Yeah.
So what else do you like about him?
Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, what's him? The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album.
Aw, look how cute that is. Look, he even drew a little samurai on the left of it. That's cute. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public? Fun.
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow with Sam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check this out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took this with a digital camera. I got all the data at home so I can always make another one.
Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Contains photos of every victory scene in every battle that the Steel Samurai has won. Those were people always giving stuff to Mia. What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual?
Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything.
Well, we might get some useful info out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that little old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? My mouth was wide open. The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used the samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart.
Right. Mia?
Yes?
I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it.
True enough.
And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So the only person left who could have been is Will Powers.
I have to admit, it's kind of a shock.
But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then.
I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal! Oh boy, I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No!
He just got dragged away by a police officer.
That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court.
What are we gonna do, Mia?
Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please! I need you there.
Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent?
I do. Of course he is.
That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then.
Great, thanks, Mia.
See you soon.
Cool, she's joining us tomorrow at court. My goodness, this has been a long episode so far. It's been... How long has it been? It's 12:25. I've been... Oh, about 2 hours and a half. 2.5 hours. Alright, time for the lobby talk. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, nothing.
Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your clan is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going in this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Alright everybody, it's court time! District Court number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if we'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Oh boy. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I made the Steel Samurai noob raffle. Ugh. Salmonella, I'm a director, television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Time to put on all the pressure! Day of the murder, here we go. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During that morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammond's death was 2:30, and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's go pick this apart. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, WFIW, whiff, I was pretty busy that day, sad face. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammers, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? No, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on for so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. Well, WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, that's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch, Wops. Wops rolling on the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak, the assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in a Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak. Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. We were in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break. Oh, well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit with him later. And hit him with it. Phoenix, if his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Right. It was around the skipping lunch part where he said at least. Can you believe it, Phoenix? Doesn't that seem odd? Let's try contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. Still creepy. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Ugh. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. There we go. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a once. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second, Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oof! Ruffle! Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, you see, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. If Edgeworth is laughing, I'm crying. Yeah, we took a break, Raffle, but it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. There's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me, steamy hammy. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Let's see what we can poke out of this. I didn't mean to take a picture of that. I don't want this in my files ever. I don't want that. Yeah, we took a break, Waffle. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:15, 2:45. 2:30! That's the time of death, so he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak? What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez played. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I don't think I actually have a claim for that. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agreed that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Mr. Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct them. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of those people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I will have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. We're not losing. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw at the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Oh boy. Order, I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. It just goes and goes. We'll never find out. It's only been an hour in court so far. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do— Whoa, I slipped off my freaking chair. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could have not gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. It's only been an hour in the court, but 3 hours in real life. We have to go through 2 days of investigation. This is the second court day. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. You're the children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix, this one's for the kids. Let's do it. Alright, let's get back inside. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade school of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with its cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Oh my goodness, he is so small. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Lord, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Perfect. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Ugh!
Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you ain't Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bearded gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had a bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record.
There we go. He's still learning how to use the camera. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. This trial is just a headache for Edgeworth? You're telling me?
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
The kid is stronger than everyone.
I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Wait, I thought he always carries his camera, though. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Yep, the most powerful child.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do. I taped every show, and I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh. My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Wasting money for an amusement park. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me all the time? Jeez.
Edgeworth is getting destroyed. Off the path.
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going for the studio.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio?
I got kind of lost in the way, though, for about 30 minutes.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person. Kind of tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kind of far away.
He's being awfully vague.
And of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was.
If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya.
If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. So let's head back to that last one right there, where he says if he had his camera with him. But it says he always carries it. So 1, 2, 3, objection! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. We're gonna stick on this face. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Just give me 1 second. I've been streaming for about 3 hours. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. BRB. Hey, Asian Gamer, welcome back. Hey, hold up, can we call a recess? I don't know. Oh! Alright, people are coming back just in time for the feast. Oh! Cody, you shouldn't lie here, you understand that, right? Mannequin challenge? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney, no one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Oh! Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
He lied. He's standing on a box. That's cute. So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What he saw. What the 7-year-old saw.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes off for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
What sound effect? Oh, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. The heck do I examine? He had his camera with him. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once.
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham!
So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
Like a person. I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see, and what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap.
Samurai slap!
Samurai slap, 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 slap. Samurai slap, 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 slap. Slap.
Gonna be like samurai slap! Samurai slap! Samurai slap! 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 And then he goes oof after that big old samurai slap.
Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that like pops.
How should I play this? I'm gonna press a little harder. Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before you said samurai tickle! Before you said that you couldn't take off your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yeah, you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has clearly stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? There you go, everybody. Phoenix bringing out the true facts. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Maybe he couldn't watch it? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? He's a great fan. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Probably? Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol at the Steel Samurai fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation? I only have one left. Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? My badge. Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Lost your nerve, have you? I just love that if you don't lose life, you can do anything you like and it's just funny. Ah, he's trying to learn how to use the camera still, that's why. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? My badge, that's why! Because he was looking at his camera! He was trying to take a picture! Hey! Oh! Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Yes! Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet, so you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody? Could you please tell us about your camera, and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. At 7 years old, this is the real world. Holy heck.
No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera emote.
Camera emoji.
To take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
That's really sad. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Alright, let's do it. We're picking this apart.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
Pops?
Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm to be a gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're also self-conscious.
Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify!
Yeah!
That's enough games. Testify, witness. Ah! Ooh!
The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain.
So, did you see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely?
So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
A person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have, once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Gonna press it. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the third Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Ah, dang it, I messed up. It's supposed to be the last one. Let's see, why would you erase it if you have a scrapbook containing every victory scene if he really won? So 1, 2, 3, objection! I love doing that. Cody,
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. What did you keep it for your album?
Oh!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Water, Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would have expected to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Ah, no way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? He didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. The kid did it. Oh no. He did it with a samurai slap. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, get the kid! I'm right, aren't I? You did do it. Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, never!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth! Oof. Order! I will have order! Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw! He's crying! I made the kid cry! Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Right?
Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he did move.
I need kid voice acting lessons. Order! What kind of son are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim! Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell! Oh no, Pixel will go to jail for making a kid cry. Up here I go to jail, goodbye! Mr. Wright, what is going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Let's see, Hammer was the victim, Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Ah. Order! Sure. Still Samurai in this photograph. You're saying that the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will's Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldback said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it.
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
Oh. What? Show us quick.
No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that.
No!
Here, this is it.
Everybody's just ganging up on this child. Well, looking at this is still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia?
No!
What?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in the photo.
Find the inconsistency. Wait, it happened in... Wait a minute! Jack Hammer's body was found in Studio 1. Why is he going to Studio 2? The 2! Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? Oh, I went up there because the 2 was actually forward. I should have chose the backwards 2. The number? Ah yes, well it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! Here we go! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. The sloth was covering it. No, the Asian gamer, the 2 was a bit covered up as well. Oh, I wish I had the photo, but the 2 was like half, it wasn't covering the 2. The 2 was like half, it was like cut this short. So what you saw is what I'm seeing. There was nothing covering because the screen is downsized to fit within the aspect ratio of the overlay.
Overlay!
However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in that photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. If the Steel Samurai was going to Studio 2, of course, it was Studio 2 that the crime took place. The body must have been moved to Studio 1. Here at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there, the path was blocked, no filming is done there. No filming? Studio 2 is no longer being used for filming, I see. And this is significant why? Good question, I really should think these things through more. Yeah, let me step away. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Olbach saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Nope. Jack Hammer's the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. Maybe I do? Maybe that he was drugged by Jack Hammer just to get the costume. But do I really have proof right now? I don't know. Proof? Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything like that. Phoenix, even if you're not 100% sure about this, you have to try. And I think you've got proof that's good enough to win them over. Just go for it. All or nothing. Your Honor, yes, Mr. Wright? Actually, I do have proof. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. I'm gonna say the sleeping pills. I'm gonna say that Mr. Powers got drugged. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Alright, we're on the right track. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Examine the body, fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. There you go, Judge. I just tossed it to him like, hey, Judge, catch! And then he drops it, and then it's like, welp, we just broke evidence. Congratulations. Just let me give this important piece of evidence to the judge. He won't drop it or anything. It's all good. He drops it. It breaks. He's bleeding. Somebody help him. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Tigan's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldback may have been the victim Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Wow, we're going on to the last day. Very well, court is adjourned. Court is adjourned. Wow, that lasted 4 hours in court. Woo, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You don't seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course, we're just kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. No, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Oh man, 3.5 hours so far? How long? I mean, we got one more investigation day and one more trial day. This stream could go on and on. But, man, last stream I took care of 2 episodes at once. Episode 3 is the longest so far. This is insane. What do you say, everybody? I'm gonna give you the choice. Continue, or should we just continue this next time? I can continue streaming this next Tuesday or Thursday to fit in the schedule, and also Saturday. I do want to make Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney on Saturdays, but what do you think? Continue, or stop here for now? And we'll deal with the finale another time, or just continue. Just let me sip on through. I'll just leave it to all the people's suggestions. I want to know what everybody's suggesting. Because, man, there was a lot of talking, though. Just curious to see what everybody's going to say. Or nobody at all. That's cool. Everybody's just too focused on what's going on. I understand. Ah! I did not want to go up there. This is hard. I mean, we can continue this. I can do it tomorrow. We can finish it tomorrow, and I'll just move Kingdom Hearts to Tuesday or Thursday. I know, it's a tough thing. It's like, we've been going on this long, but I feel like I need to save my voice. So, we can continue this tomorrow. I can move Kingdom Hearts to Tuesday or Thursday, and just do more Phoenix Wright tomorrow. I can do more Phoenix Wright tomorrow. I can just push it. So if you're wondering what's gonna happen next, we can continue this tomorrow. I feel like that would be the good choice, so I can actually just go ahead and do things, because I don't know how much longer this could actually go on. So how about we continue this tomorrow? Would that be fine? Would that be fine with everybody? Because I feel like if I keep going, this stream could last for 5 hours, and it's already day, and I don't want to lose my voice during the day. Alright, we'll stop for now. This has been a very long case. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I was not expecting that. I thought this episode would be over. But this is the longest so far. So yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow. I'll move. You think this should be next week thing? Oh, so continue Kingdom Hearts tomorrow, but do Phoenix. Alright, we'll continue Phoenix Wright on Tuesday or Thursday. We'll do Phoenix Wright on Tuesday or Thursday. I will think about next week's schedule. We'll continue with Kingdom Hearts tomorrow then. Alright, everybody, I'll stop here for now. Thank you, everybody, for coming to today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. This still feels like there's more. I feel like the last 2 parts, the last investigation and last trial, won't take too long, so I can finish it on Tuesday or Thursday. But at the same time, we've gotten this far. Anything can happen. So, we'll stop here for now. I'll do Kingdom Hearts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will do more Phoenix Wright next week. Until then, see ya, everybody. Thanks for coming.